Sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's caught. Jones. 23 yards on the play.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. Check three. Hey, let's go.
On 1st down, Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Back to the running game. It's Freeman, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down following the run. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On second down, Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Newton now to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Now he'll escape to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Newton on first down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Again, it'll be Freeman. He juked him, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that?
he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Newton on first down. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Newton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Newton. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go. Hey! Come on. Set. Check. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Again, Newton. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
first down throw for Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Defense showing blitz. On first down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gano's kick is right through. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this
you're
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Newton caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Newton going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. It's Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. There's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. By Beasley. The 30. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Shift together here from the D-line. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Newton on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Newton to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Coleman now across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Oh, good move. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Travis Benjamin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Shift together here from the D-line. Freeman again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Atlanta, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with